We've been doing this, Shantanu, for like for 9 years now. And since we met a year and a half back, I actually want to get your more updated view on. I want you to like. I remember you had, and people were very happy about how you had dragged me to bits on my sale of our 99 rupee razor. But I want to give you an update on where we
Yeah.
are on this, and quite proudly so. Some things that we have done well and some things that we have not. And the idea is to learn from companies that do marketing and consumer work so beautifully, and try to kind of authentically do that at our end to give consumers this, right. We had realized that at the age of 17 or 18, the young Indian male consumer at a product level wanted a product that was sensitive on the skin because they had acne. A lot of them had beards that now were like fashion accessories. Like they wore them as identity almost, right? Like look at both of us,
Yeah, yeah.
for example, right? At 17, 18, it's
No, mine
coming.
is not fashion identity. Mine is laziness.
No, but you wear it really well. Like you wear it with like with a certain amount of wisdom that comes with the beard. But at 17, 18, you have a fresh beard. You want to show it. You're obviously watching Virat and some of the you want to show that, right? And the idea was, can we give a product that at the right price point is able to deliver a sensitive skin, able to get the line of the beard right, without the irritation that a
Yeah.
young skin causes. That's where we were. And we launched a 99 rupee razor, which was an empty price point at that point. And over the last 1.5 years or so, I think 2, 3 big things have happened. One is we have seen an unequivocal movement of younger men for hair removal on the face move to trimmers first and then to razors. And we realize that the trimmer purchase, especially in urban India and to some extent in tier 2, tier 3 India, is happening at the age of 14 or 15. The razor purchase continues to be at 17, 18, right? So 3 years before they buy their first razor, they're buying their first trimmer. And we realized there's a huge opportunity because the largest razor company, Gillette, which does so beautifully in the razor space, and we learn so much from them. But here, it is a motley crew of
Correct.
electronics appliances companies that are making trimmers. There's no grooming company here. And we realized that this consumer wants a grooming solution, right? Something to shape their beard, something to get the intimate areas better. And not at 14, 15, but in general, the trimmer consumer is now becoming sharper. Like I remember 5 years back, the trimmer consumer would buy one trimmer and use it all over their body, for the
Yep.
chest, for the back, for the face, everything. But now, like, I want a trimmer for my beard, which has different hair lengths. I want a different trimmer for my body with longer hair. For my intimate areas, I want something which is more sensitive, and so on. For head, something else,
Yep.
right? So we said, okay, this is a huge opportunity for a razor company to actually build trimmers. So we probably today, from a 400 rupee trimmer to a full body grooming set at 4,000, a superior product. And we realize that here we have to play the game a little bit of the appliances. C-type charger, 90-minute charging time, 90-minute run time, 2-year no questions asked warranty, stuff like this, which doesn't necessarily work in
Yep.
razors, but we've
Yep.
had to make it work in trimmers. Good part is value is good. Gross margin had to be maintained. But we actually got the consumer to buy Bombay Shaving Company well before. So today, we have around 6 to 7% share in value of all trimmers, roughly a 3% by volume of all trimmers in India within a year of launching trimmers. And that's where the consumer funnel gets built out. And then when the consumer wants to go and buy a razor, because it is an addendum to the trimmer use case, we then have products from a 20 rupee disposable to the 99 rupee, which is a core product, a Sensi 3-blader Smart 3 product, and then a 4-blader and a 6-blader, which again, the fundamental thesis is for young consumers with sensitive skin and want to shape their beards, we have an offering at the price point which is able to deliver this proposition best to you. And in this whole melee, we have created a business that collectively between trimmers and razors is almost upwards of 200 crores very quickly. And while we have not gotten the availability bit right because it's expensive, our throughput per store, especially at a kirana and general trade level, is obviously very low. So we don't have the money to put, in many cities and so on. But the cities where we are, and especially because quick commerce has given, if you look for a razor now, you'll only find 2 brands. And the good part is quick commerce is the wave that we are riding to be able to get people to try more. So on quick commerce, for example, we have upwards of 15% share blended in the razor category and upwards of 26% in the trimmer category, despite Philips having launched almost 6 months back, and we are kind of maintaining that. So I think we're very proud of the fact that we have found a way to combine these two categories, which were very different and unique before, but because the consumer is now kind of using them together, and we have kind of that overlap for us is very big. However, having said that, I think to be able to, we are still 1/5 the size of Gillette in India, and we want to grow and make our offerings available to a lot more people. And we are now starting to see competitive pressure. We are seeing aggressive litigations to, in stores, our products kind of going behind, sometimes being bought out completely, to, the usual market dynamics. When you're small, no one cares about you. And when you're large enough to be a pain in the ass, people kind of will
Yep.
feeling the heat as a company. But I wanted to get your view on if we are thinking about this right, because no one has actually built out this big a business in these categories for a while now, other than Supermax, for example, but very different, different price point and a very different game. But I wanted to get your sense on how you think we are thinking about it from where we were last time.
See, one, it's inspiring to hear your story of your success, especially in this trimmer and area, face and body, in the last 1 year, because that's really, really cool.
It's huge.
And your competitive context is very different.
Correct. From when we met last.
And in some ways, as you've rightly identified, from looking at the consumer, different from the competitive context, because everyone else is coming from electrical hardware.
Correct.
Kind of thing, right? I can only give you one suggestion as you think of this further. Stop thinking about your market in terms of physical categories.
Okay.
My markets are razors and trimmers. There is a concept which is called, because you've identified who your target consumer is, need-based segmentation.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter what category, which is frankly internal manufacturer speak, you're thinking of. So the question I'd leave you to ask yourselves is, what business are you in?
Yeah.
Right? And this is not a trivial question.
Yeah.
Because literally it starts from the name of your company.
Yeah.
Right? So what is the nature of your business? Or what is the business? And the more expansive, and this will change over time, like it's already, you're kind of seeing a change. This will, because the more narrowly you define it, and categories tend to define it narrowly.
Yeah.
So example, I can say I'm in the shampoo business, or I can say I'm in the hair care business.
Yeah.